How to maximize the productivity of your team is a big topic, and there are many components that make it up. Things like training and clear communication, clear direction, and accountability. But let me just focus on one that I think is perhaps the most important, and bring it to life with a story that will perhaps help. I once had a very senior person running a large training function. And at the beginning of the year, I said, okay, you need to create the budget, you need to meet with the VPs, you need to meet with the presidents of the various divisions, you need to go build a team, hire the folks, make sure that the training delivers the promised outcome, track the outcomes. Yep, got it. And he did a great job. A year or two later, he was promoted, and a new person took over, an individual that I'd selected, a very talented lady. But she had no experience in the world of training. So I came and said, all right, this is your first year. You're going to have to meet with VPs and directors. So set up the meeting and I'll go with you for the first few meetings. You have quite a large budget, so let's work together about the best way to spend it. Let's just think about who you should hire, and perhaps I'll sit in on some of the interviews until you get a flavor for the kind of person. She said, great, that's perfect. Now, in those two cases, in the first case, the individual had a large freedom of action, but he had the skill and the competency and the experience to operate within that larger framework. In the second case, the lady was brand new in the job, and if I had given her the same degree of freedom that I gave the first individual who was subsequently promoted, she would have gone, I can't do that. I have no idea how to do that. And she would have been unable to do the job well. And interestingly, the way in which her job developed, where I began to say, okay, let's kind of work together and increase your responsibility, was exactly what she needed. But that behavior, if I had provided that to the first person, he would have said, Phil, I can do this. I don't need you to go be there and help me along that journey. And he would have disengaged. So if I had given him too small a framework, he would have disengaged. And if I'd given her too large a framework, she would have kind of been completely ineffective. So I think one of the ways to maximize the potential of the workforce and the people that we lead is to make sure we create the appropriate size freedom of action to match their experience and competency.